Aloha, my name is Alan Koloma, and question one is how do I plan to integrate diversity, advocacy, and social justice into practice? First and foremost, the practice of diversity for me, and integrating it means that I'm willing to work with people of different cultural backgrounds who share differences or even similarities than myself. And where our social and ethnic backgrounds, may have differences, but having the willingness to work with individuals, regardless of that, regardless of gender, how they identify, knowing that this um, profession requires us, to work those with individuals who may not share similarities with us. And we acknowledge in the forefront that we are able and willing to work with diverse populations and groups. When it comes to advocacy, advocacy brings changes. So while working with individuals, whatever population I'm serving, whether it be with individuals with disability, the elderly, homelessness, children and adolescents with mental health, or early intervention for children with delay, whatever the population or group that I serve, it's about listening and hearing what needs or what programs and services that we have best support them and connect them to that, or what would best support them but we lack of, and finding ways to develop these programs, securing fundings to create the services or the programs that are needed. It means that, you know um, advocating for policy changes, at the county, state, or government levels, depending on the population and who I'm serving, and where the downfall or the lack of is coming from. It's about working with partnering agencies that perhaps have funding in place or have resources or programs that we could partner with so that my clients and my population's needs can be met and they can be served. Um, as far as social justice goes, you know, that's why we advocate and we work with diverse populations, is so that we can ensure that everyone shares equal rights and opportunities and access to whatever it takes to make them feel that they're valued, they matter. It's about empowering our clients to see that, regardless of what had happened before they came to us, before they came in front of me. I am here to help them by empowering them to show them that they are valued and their life is meaningful and that they have a purpose. And my goal is to help connect them by empowering them to inform me on what it is and how I can best meet their needs. This course impact on my perspective on multicultural practice. It's it opened my mind of I've always known that helping people, and this is profession is a helping profession, is needed. When you step back and you look at what's going on in this world today, it's like the world is crying for help, and in many different areas and arenas. So it's about providing a variety of practice aiming to support and respect cultural differences amongst different groups. But it's also about understanding how you can have all the talent and the skills and abilities in the world, but how can you take all of that and apply it to this situation, this group of people, this individual, and be effective and efficient in what you're doing, because a application in the wrong way um, can devour the whole working relationship. And lastly, my self-awareness has magnified since being in this class, just being aware of myself, my application, being mindful of how I apply myself, to be like cognitively aware of my making sure that I'm not culturally disrespecting anyone, race, beliefs, or values. That even if I ain't in agreement with whatever is being shared with me. It's not my place to judge. It's my place to help my client move through the process. Um, but it's also opened my eyes to recognize. I've said across multiple discussions and assignments how being born and raised in Hawaii and having diversity all around us, I can work with anybody. I'm like, it was cultivated in my genes, in my makeup, in my fabric to see past all what so many people see that's a burden or a showstopper and work with almost everybody and anybody. But I've learned that through a response by a classmate and through the textbook that I still have to have the respect and identify and acknowledge out loud that people's race, the color of their skins, how they identify, their cultural backgrounds, their ethnicity, all matter to them. So in a judgmental stance, the comment that I made, I believe is okay. But when we're talking about identity, diversity, culture, then I have to be mindful of that comment because it could offend somebody as if I'm not recognizing how they identify, even though um, it was not intentionally made to hurt or harm anybody. That comment, it can be if said in the wrong setting, and I was able to gain self-awareness about that, and I appreciate that. I enjoy this course, the knowledge and it has I've gained through it, and I thank you very much for your time and your patience as I navigated through this course. Mahalo.